All right, we are live and welcome. We are now doing this at 6:30 now.
Hello everyone,
Hello, I am Jason Sohail,
and my name is Anna.
and we are going to be giving you this weekly news update for Ninja Turtles. We do this for our podcast. Our podcast is every week. We talk about Ninja Turtles. This week, our full audio podcast, we're going to be talking about the episode Usagi Yojimbo.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yes, it's going to be really fun.
This is the first time I ever in my life get familiar with Usagi Yojimbo.
You totally forgot that you've seen the 2012 episodes of Usagi Yojimbo.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, but it's alright. It's the first time you'll see them in the original cartoon.
Oh, yes, you're right. I remember that tiny character.
Yeah, exactly. He was a rabbit, and like they had fun adventures. Yeah. This week we're gonna be unlike last week, we're gonna be talking about a lot of stuff. Let's go ahead and before we start, TMNT Heroes TV Leo XD says hi. What's going on? Glad you caught us in our new time.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you for coming this new changing time.
Yeah. We decided to change the time last minute, and we're gonna test it out. We might keep it at 6:30, because now the child is sleeping earlier, and it makes it easier on us.
Yes.
All right, but yeah, let's go ahead and get started. And Robert Given says cowabunga.
Oh, cowabunga, Robert.
Cowabunga, Robert. All right, the first thing I want to touch on is that Rise of the Ninja Turtles. Everyone's favorite series.
The movie?
Not the movie. No, this is the series. It's finally on Paramount Plus. So Paramount Plus has been out for more than a month now.
It's time for me to start watching this.
Yeah. The beginning is rough. I'm going to be honest. The beginning is rough, but once you stick to it and you don't compare it to any other series, you'll have a fun time.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's the weird part that they did with it. It took a month for it to come on Paramount Plus. Well, I don't know why, because the show's been over for a good while now. It's been almost half a year, more than half a year now than when the show ended. Oh, but instead of giving us all of the whole series or even the whole season, they only gave us the first 20 episodes. So, if you have Paramount Plus and you're oh, I never saw Rise before, you're gonna watch, but you don't get to finish the season. And also at episode 13 is when they introduce the Shredder in that series, and that's when it starts getting really good. And you just only get some of the you don't get all of it. You just you're kind of stuck in the middle of that. So I just don't know what this decision is. I know there are only 39 episodes of the show total. I guess maybe they just wanted okay, let's give them half and then give them the rest of the 19 episodes on another day.
Probably.
But yeah, it's a very weird decision. And I don't like it. I honestly, really don't like it. Honestly, I would have been happier if they just said, okay, here's season 1, and we'll give you, and then season 2 will be coming in this day.
Yes.
Instead of, oh, hey, here's 20 episodes. Enjoy.
If you be a good boy, I might give you the rest of the show.
Right, exactly, yeah. So that was a huge disappointment for me. I'm glad it's on. I'm glad it's on there. And for people who haven't had a chance to Rise it, if you have Paramount Plus, definitely watch it. We've talked about Paramount Plus on the podcast before, and I can tell you right now, it's not a service I can recommend to people. I'm hoping one day it can be.
They are doing weird stuff.
They're doing weird stuff, but yeah. That's our Rise information. Everything else is going to be all action figures here. And the first thing I actually want to talk about is this guy. This is a Mutagen Man.
Oh, I never I don't know who is.
Right. Okay, so
I just know that you have a figure.
I do. I have a figure of this.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Super 7. Super 7 and Entertainment Earth have a exclusive. It's only available on Entertainment Earth. If you're listening to our podcast, check the description. Or if you're on YouTube, check the description. You can order it from there. But this is an exclusive one where it glows in the dark. Kind of like that Baxter Stockman Super 7 figure.
Oh, cool.
It's like that. So it has a different color scheme. So instead of like the purple, it's green.
I wish it had like a real light in it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so you can like...
Glow,
yeah. Now, they said his accessories are neon green. But like some of the shots they show that like the gun and the tube looks like it glows in the dark too. Can't really tell. I mean, and we'll find out like when it gets released. But the extra hands and the other items that you can like stuff inside him, they also glow in the dark. So it looks really cool. If it's like the Baxter Stockman glow in the dark figure, like, I mean, it's a really good like glow in the dark quality plastic. Like, just from speaking for the Baxter Stockman, I really like that figure a lot, and it's kind of cool. I probably am going to order this one as well. Now, normal Super 7 Ultimate figures, they are $45. This one is being sold at Entertainment Earth for $55. So there's a $10 markup for the Entertainment Earth exclusivity on it. But looks really cool. I know you haven't seen the character yet. He's coming
out. No, but I kind of like it.
Yeah. Growing up, Mutagen Man was one of my favorite characters.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, well, I wouldn't say characters. I would say one of my favorite action figures. My brother and I, we liked him so much that, like, we both got him because like we both wanted him. And now this figure, the Super 7 Ultimates figure, you can take off the cap and you can put like the items inside him. But you can't pour water inside him because his actual like figure itself is not sealed enough to hold water. But the original figure, the original Playmates figure, we had water in him. I remember my brother, he lost the thing that goes on top, so we put a piece of tape on there. So we and also
I wish it was in a way that you could still like have water in it like the original one.
Right, that would have been cool if you could still have it. Yeah, and I remember when the 2012 series Mutagen Man came out, it also had a thing like where you can pour water or ooze in it as well, and I was like, oh, I gotta get this. I was very excited. Like I said, one of my favorite action figures growing up, so I'll definitely get another glow in the dark. I'll get your glow in the dark figure, Super 7. You got me. All right. Let's get into NECA. You know, what month are we in? April. So let's talk about some April news. You know, as we mentioned before, each week in April, Judith Hogg is going to give us like a exclusive, like, and give us like some update progress on the actual figure. And this week, she gave us some good nuggets of information. She was mentioning how about like the painting process, and like there's some real, like, definitely watch the video, and it's like not only watch it from NECA's like YouTube channel, also watch it from her YouTube channel, because they both have like different information in there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Something that they showed is that we see that she has the Channel 3 microphone, which she should. Like, I was hoping she would have that. And also, you know, just a reminder, in the movie, she worked at Channel 3, not 6. She was only half as good as the cartoon. But she was also mentioning about like the patterns on the skirt, and like and they got with the how like the going back and forth on how on like how they do the patterns, and like it's like a digital art that like they're painting onto the figure. It's actually like things I just did not know, and you would actually find really interesting that part because
yes,
you
I have
like
to watch it.
yeah. I definitely need you to definitely should have you watch it. The other thing that they snuck in there now in Judith's video, she does mention about this, but in the NECA video, they just kind of like hid it in there, and I want you to look. We're gonna look at the picture right here in YouTube if you're watching this on YouTube, and look at the lower right hand corner. And what do you see there?
I don't know who is he.
That's Casey Jones.
Oh really?
Yes. Okay. So if you remember the Casey Jones figure that came out last year, he only had the mask, and that was because the actor Elias Kokotis did not give his permission for his face to be on the action figure. But when they approached Judith was able to talk to Elias and convince them to get his likeness on a future action figure of Casey Jones. So we're also seeing a better face than because this progress photo face is a much better one that they showed us from last week. So and so that's pretty cool. No real words on multiple heads. I had a few people ask me about that. I'm not too sure if they're gonna do that at the same time. I mean, it is April. I can't she doesn't really have an action face or anything like that. It's like she could have like the surprise face or something like that.
Yes, I'm just looking at her hair, like how much sculpting those hair was hard.
Oh yeah, definitely. That had to be hard. She was also in her video. She was like talking about how like they're going back and forth, and like she would look at it and she was like, "Did I really look like that?" And they had to show her pictures. And they're like, "Oh wow, I really did look like that." Yeah. Yeah. So for that Casey face, like for that head, we don't know if what's the actual with that, we don't know if that's going to be coming with April, or if that's going to be like, hey, this is a future action figure down the line. But it does show like they were working at the same time, which is cool. So I'm hoping we get more information about that. Parts of me, because I have the actual Casey Jones action figure, I'm kind of hoping like April just comes with this Casey Jones head, so I don't have so I don't have to buy another like body figure. But I mean, at the same time,
I mean, they have different bodies.
Well, no, the Casey Jones, because remember last year Casey Jones came with the face mask.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm just saying that's why if April,
want the head.
Yeah, I just want the head, because I can't unless they give him the body from another outfit or something, or what he was wearing in Ninja Turtles the third movie. But really exciting stuff. Can't wait to hear what else they have about this April figure, and hopefully somewhere in her videos down the line. Now, she said on her YouTube channel she's going to explain the story on how she got how she got the Casey face to be made, and what that story. She said that's an interesting story, and that's going to be coming down the line. And we know that's going to come on her YouTube channel. I don't know if it's going to come on like the NECA's channel or not. So definitely subscribe to her if you want to know that kind of information. But yeah, it looks really interesting. And that's not our only NECA news. All right, so I'm gonna say this. So NECA announced over the weekend that for the next three Fridays, which was also started from last Friday, was that they're going to be doing a pre-order system where so some of the figures that people missed that were exclusive to like either Walmart or Target, they'll have a second chance to get it from NECA.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, and they're also going to be introducing some new figures that people can order there as well. Now, my theory is because they have this whole April takeover with Judith that that the last Friday is going to be April. I think that's going to be like when you can pre-order her. Because that'll be the great way to close out the month, to be honest.
Yes, exactly.
It's like, oh, we close out April with everyone able to order April.
That'd be amazing.
That would be amazing. But, we're not on the last week of April. Let's talk about what they did for the first Friday of April. And they announced this figure. And we are looking at the Pizza Monster. Of course, you remember this guy, right?
Yes, I love it.
Yes, and then they're showing the scale between.
For a second, I was thinking about his name. I forgot the name.
It's just Pizza Monster. They didn't. Or you could call him the alien from Aliens, a xenomorph. And let's look what he comes with. He comes with quite a few stuff. First, he comes with another smaller baby. Well, not the tail. That's just the.
Okay. That's on top of that.
Yeah, that's on top of that. No, he comes with a smaller baby Pizza Monster. All right. Now, if you got like the cartoon April figure, you already got one of these. So now you got two. Like, so if you get if you have that. It also comes with the yellow pizza box, like from that pizza that pizza like competition that they had. And what's cool about this pizza box, it actually opens and closes, not like
really?
not like that weird pizza box that came with the San Diego Comic-Con set. And one of her accessories is the
big jacket,
the big yellow jacket, just so we can have that yellow that everyone remembers April with, even though the opening scene she wasn't wearing that actual outfit itself. But still, we can still have that jacket and just pretend.
Yes, and please NECA, don't be cheap like the Krang's
towel.
I'm so disappointed with Krang's towel.
Yes, the one thing Anna has been disappointed with is Krang's towel. She wanted it better, NECA.
It was just a piece of cheap fabric.
Alright, I'm gonna say the one thing this Pizza Monster is missing from his accessories is missing the meatball. Like, come on. Like, I know that thing is small and probably be lost. But you said this is these are figures for 14 and plus, so there shouldn't be any choking hazards here where you have to worry about. That's the one thing I will say. Alright. Now, when they announced the Pizza Monster, just like Casey, the Casey head, on NECA's Facebook page, they threw another little hint at something that hasn't been released. And I'm gonna just show it to you, and I want to see what your reaction is. Do you see what I'm talking about?
Is Irma?
Yeah, Irma. Yes.
So they're making Irma too?
They're making an Irma action figure. They didn't officially announce it, but they just threw her there in this random Facebook photo when they were advertising the Pizza Monster, and it's
Oh wow.
Yeah, so that's really again, NECA did this with.
We saw it, NECA.
Yeah, we saw it exactly. So there's obviously no details on it because they just kind of threw it there, and they said they didn't say any words with it. They just oh here, here's some press photos. But they're showing a picture of Irma. If you're listening to us on the audio podcast, we don't actually see a full face of her, but we see that signature blue sweater and purple or dark blue skirt, whatever color.
Yes, and the short hair.
Yeah, and the short hair. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing. This is 100% this is Irma. It can't be anyone else.
Yes.
And so. My theory...
And I think they cut it that we don't see the glasses.
Yeah, I think they're cutting it so we don't see the glasses. Exactly. My theory is this might be next week's pre-order thing from NECA. So just to let you know, each pre-order it only lasts for 10 days, and if you want to be kind of smart on this and save some shipping, you could, like, when you're ordering the Pizza Monster, like, instead of ordering the Pizza Monster right now, you could wait until Friday, and then you can order two of them together and just save some money on shipping. Or if you already bought the Pizza Monster, you could, whatever item number week 2 is, you can just kind of hold off on that one and then wait till week 3 and then just order those two together. There's no way to order all 3 together. But if you want to yeah, you can definitely double up on 2 of them because of the 10-day window. There is like this short overlap. Now, just to let you know, the overlap is very short, so you got to do it like that day. But yeah, that is the Pizza Monster and NECA's pre-order system for the month of April, which is cool. And we got one last thing to actually talk about NECA, and it's more of a leak actually, but NECA has addressed this. This is Muckman. And if you remember, we saw the figure of this before. We saw the mock-up of the figure of this before.
Yes.
So, right now what we're looking at is, we're actually looking at the packaging for Muckman. And how he's going to look like in the package. Now, people saw this and people started freaking out, and they just, they were like, oh, this is already in stores? And, like, they're freaking out. And mainly because the Turtles in Disguise have already been showing up in store shelves, and so when that one started showing up, and then like the people are seeing this, and they're like, oh wow, people already have this, and so like people who want new things, like, because the intention for most people is they want whatever they want it now. They don't want to wait. There's no patience, so they start freaking out about this, and they're like, oh no, it's in stores. NECA came out and said, no, this is not in stores. This is not going to be in stores for, like, they said another 2 months. At least. What this is a product sample that was being shown for just, like, inspection purposes. And, okay, it's a look good in this and everything. And, obviously, the person who got this shouldn't have posted this picture. Like... Yeah, 100%. They shouldn't have posted this picture, and I think NECA was first trying to like kind of like lay low about it and try to be quiet about it until like we got like these throwaway toy website toy news websites start going like, oh, it's in stores now. It's in stores. Go and get them. Go find them. And like so. Like, they're like, okay, we gotta, like, put a stop on this.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And the only reason I'm bringing it here is because they have addressed it. If they didn't address it, I would have put it under leaks. But, yeah. It's not in stores, but we do see what it does look like. The only unfortunate thing is that I hate when other people, like, ruin things.
Yes.
Because, when a toy company announces it, like, they have like, the press photos, and they put it in like the nice things, and like, we get like everything, and so we get to see.
Yeah, it's like they celebrate it.
They celebrate it, and so instead of like NECA like celebrating, hey, here's the final packaging photo, which we don't know if that's the final. They could like change it right now because that's just a product sample. They could change it up. Like, it was just more of like, oh, someone else did it. Someone else got like their 15 minutes of fame while like, they just kind of pulled the rug under the toy company that's been giving it to us.
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah, like, kind of like how when NECA threw out like just a few days ago with the Pizza Monster, and like, that was like amazing, like, wow, and we got some like really cool photos. With the Pizza Monster and like some like scenarios and everything, and with like Muckman, I mean, I'm sure they'll still do that kind of stuff, But like, but there's nothing. But since they've already revealed what the figure looks like, and someone else revealed what the packaging looks like, the impact is not going to be there as much.
Yes.
So that's the only unfortunate thing, and that's why like I'm so much against like leaks and that kind of stuff. But it also with the nature of like information and how much people want to get information, it's inevitable. But you know, I wish it didn't happen, but it did. But that's everything we have this week, and it's a good amount of information.
Yes.
I want to thank TMNT Heroes and Robert for joining us. That was really fun, and we love to hear you guys' input. And thank you everyone who came in on our new scheduled time, which is 6:30. Yes. Definitely for the rest of this month, we're gonna be at 6:30, and we're gonna test it out. We're probably gonna keep it this way, just because of before we're doing it later for our son, but now he's sleeping earlier. We're able to do things more, and that way we can actually go to bed like normal people do. All right. Don't forget, this Thursday we are releasing the full podcast where we're going to be talking about the episode Usagi Yojimbo, and I know Anna's really excited about it. She's going to forget all about the 2012 stuff and just go and see Usagi all over for the first time.
Oh, I already forgot everything that I watched in this podcast.
All right, till next time, guys. See ya.